Like you're ready. Am I ready? Is it working now? I think it's working. I think it's working now. Am I ready? Like you're ready. Am I ready? Is it working now? I think it's working now. Can you guys hear me? Two people watching? CJ's crew. Hopefully you can hear me right now. Let me know if you can hear me. Good to see you here. Turn this music back on. It's working. All right. Okay. That's so good to hear. Hopefully it sounds good too. Hopefully I have my voice sounding right and the music isn't too loud but also not too quiet. Dune, welcome in. I've not seen your name before. Glad to have you here with us. Welcome in. We're going to get started on some Territorial in a second here. I just want to make sure that everything sounds right to you guys. We can switch this over to main view and pull up Territorial in the meantime. Oh, sweet. Okay, and the chat popped up in my software. Minimize this. There we go. Territorial. Put that on full screen. Okay, so I've never done it through YouTube Studio before, but it's giving me all sorts of warnings that my connection is not strong enough. So hopefully you guys can hear me as clear as ever. But we're going to get started here in a minute as soon as we know everything's all good. Let me pull back up my own stream here. Sorry, you're going to hear me doubly for a second here. My connection is not strong enough, so hopefully you guys can hear me as clear as ever. But we're going to get started here in a minute. It sounds good on my end. I don't hear any staticky issues or anything. My camera could probably be better, but that might just be my auto playback. If I try to put this at HD, what does that do? Stream here. Sorry, you're gonna. That looks better. I don't have the best camera in the world, anyways, but no, this is great. Everything should be working. If you guys notice any issues, you just let me know, and we will figure it out on the run. How's everybody doing tonight? I'm hoping to, the whole reason I switched everything up was I was using Streamlabs, and I noticed some audio issues when I was recording. For some reason, only in Territorial. Every other game I tried to record, everything was fine, but in Territorial, it was having this issue where it would, like, skip. And that wasn't any good. Like, it would, like, basically pause out my voice every 5 seconds for, like, a half a second. And that kind of sucked. My sub goal thing isn't working the way I wanted to, so I'm just going to turn that off for now. We don't need this. But I think we're all good. I think we're about as good as it's going to be. So I'm going to pull up the lobby here for Territorial if you guys want to jump onto into a game with me. We're sitting here and there's the North America Zombie. Let's not do that one, but let's do this 7-team in the black arena. CJ's crew says it's a 20-second delay. Okay, so hopefully it's not too bad. That's a little bit worse than what I was getting on Streamlabs. But honestly, as long as it fixed the audio issue, that's all I really care about. I mean, if it's like a 5-minute delay, I mean, you know, how bad is an audio issue? But I haven't seen any complaints from you guys about any of the volume, so I'm assuming everything's fine. I think it sounded fine to me, but I was listening to a low volume, so you guys don't have to hear double reverberation or anything like that. And we got 3 geckos already starting up here, going into the black arena. Now I'm going to go off to the west, a little bit more center. Kind of about where that blue guy went. Looks like we're black team. This is a good spot here, actually. I think that's pretty good. All right, first game of the night. Let's go. Get this start off here, and then I'll go find you guys. Oh, sweet, and I got my camera in the right place. I didn't even test it. It's about perfect. There's Dune up above me. I'm guessing on your name. I hope I'm saying it right. That's kind of what it looks like to me, kind of like a sand dune, just spelt differently. Turn that attack way down and carry it. Ooh, that wasn't quite as much of a squeeze as I thought I was getting there. Wheat. Where's our other geckos at? There was only 3 of us, I think, right? Kind of poking around real quickly. Oh, CJ's crew, right next to Dune. Sweet. With you guys there, I will start working my way a little bit more southbound. Is this going to be a really cold down... It's going to be really cold down here in Alabama tomorrow. Possibly in the teens. That sounds terrifying to me. It's been really cold in my area. In the Pacific Northwest, we've had like a... I don't know if it's still going on or not, but there was like a typhoon up by Canada in the ocean that was just shooting cold air into our area. It's been... Not the teens, though. The teens sounds really scary to me. It's been the low 30s for a lot of the days. Most of the mornings I wake up in the last week or two, it's been like 29, 30 degrees, and that's too cold for a gecko, I'll tell you what. Got pretty decent points for my size. I didn't expand as much as I should have, but that is okay. I'll be able to take out full sender here, as long as full sender doesn't full send me. Oh my goodness, hold on a second. I don't recognize this number. It's probably nothing. Hello? Hello? It's nothing. Probably a scam call. It had my area code on it. That was the only reason I answered it. I'm sitting at a cool 1,000,000 points. Yeah, bomb the cyclone. Oh, full sender, finally full sent right into me, but I could absorb those points. That was no problem at all. We're sitting pretty good at points. I see. Oh, yeah, look at that. Oh, wait, I don't want to cut you off there. I want you to get that squeeze. Yeah, look at that. DJ's crew, I'll grow with you, but I don't want to cut you off there. There we go. Now we can both get this awesome deal here. Good call there. I missed that. They're still weak enough, too, that... Boy, they way overextended themselves. My goodness. I'll let you get another bite out of it before I carry on mine. I've only got 50,000 more on my attack. Oh, my goodness. Oh, I thought that Corgi guy just full sent into him for some reason. That wouldn't make very much sense. Oh, but he did eventually full send into somebody. I'm gonna, yeah, no, that's perfect right there. You can go ahead and swoop around that backside a little bit. And I'll just take these bots, honestly. What are you sitting on points? 2,000,000 right there? Yeah. You can finish off player 1-1-3 if you want, unless you don't want to get too close to Poi Empire, which I shouldn't have done myself. I wasn't thinking there. I should have left a barrier between the bots. Buzz Canada right now in first place, but he's half the points of Poi Empire here. I think maybe if we make friends with Canada here, and then try to point out Poi, perhaps. Oh boy, look at this guy in the back here. Just got nothing. No economy going there for him. And there goes Poi Empire taking the lead there. And now he's going after Dune. No. we didn't keep up with everybody. They got some really good runs there, too. And unfortunately, they take out Dune. I bet you they're going to take me and CJ out next here. Yep, there they go after me. A full send doesn't even do anything, so I could give all my points to CJ, but CJ's capped out on points right now. Oh no. Okay, not a great start, but that was still a good run, right? One thing is, which I'm not liking so much. There we go. I can see it there. On my old software, it would tell me how many people were viewing it, but this one doesn't. Unfortunately, we lost this one. Let's jump out and get right on into another one. Before we do, let me fix my name here. I don't know why it's like that. Gaming with... Oh, I was testing it out after the last stream to see how many characters I could fit in, and it still displayed my whole name. So we have South America on a 1v1 here. We, of course, won't be doing that. We'll do whatever pops up with 4 or more teams next. That one's 2 teams, so we'll skip out on that. Wait for something else. A little bit more juicy. Up to 8 people. Welcome in, everybody. I've got a little bit of new software, so hopefully everything sounds great and wonderful on your end. Here we have a... Oh, it's a black arena again. Let's go ahead and do it anyways. I did start my stream a little bit late tonight, so we'll probably be streaming for about 1.5 to 2 hours, rather than 2 hours to 2.5 hours. Just so everybody knows. Got to make sure I leave myself plenty of time to get ready for my day of work tomorrow. Although I was a bad boy today. I played hooky. I did not go to work today. But I also am in a privileged position where I can choose not to work whenever I want. So there was no harm in any way. But I decided to stay home and work on chores and get this software figured out. I was hoping to... I have so many shorts I can make right now, and I haven't made any of them. I would like to get them set up so that they can run through the whole week, but... looks like we got this down to a 2-team, because we got so many geckos in there. Way to go. Good start here. Dune, I'm seeing that I must have had your name right there. And we got Jirai? Welcome in, brother. I don't recognize your name. If you're new here, glad to have you here with us. Leif is in the chat. What's up, bro? Glad to have you back here for another stream. Just right next to me. CJ's crew taking the lead. That synchronized build up. And then, yeah, we got Pryden. I think Pryden sounds right. You just correct me if I'm wrong. To the best of your ability. And then Helium's over here. Glad to have you here with us, Helium. Boy, we got a couple of faces and a couple of the OGs. That's awesome. Ooh, let me get that squeeze there. Yes, yes. Okay, I'll pay a little bit more attention this time to the battles that are in front of me. Oh my goodness, you're so weak for your size. No density. I will happily take that, even though I'm missing out on these bots in the background. You're just so big and juicy. Or maybe the opposite of juicy with the low numbers like that. You're so empty. Dune takes first place. Oh, battling out with Angry. Boy, this guy cannot stop. He must be doing like a 50% challenge, because I just saw him go from 20,000 points to 10,000 points. And the same thing again. He's just sitting there right there on 50. Unfortunately for him, that is going to be my cue. Soak up all these bots on top of it, just hiding out here in the back. I might get up into first place here in a second. I do wish I remembered to change my font so I could, with especially the bots, I don't care about seeing their names. I want to see their numbers. So I can decide which one's the best to go with. Oh, man. Stop it, Blackbot. You're taking away all these good, juicy... These good, juicy bots. And then that player's gonna get them. Somebody's feeding that bot, and it's just carrying on through. I gotta block him off as best as I can. Hopefully this will be the last one. Nope, we gotta go this way too. Let me block off that bot. Thank goodness. That bot was just giving so much land to player 880 there. That was not good. Who am I competing with for land here? Dune. Sweet sauce. This is our game for sure. I was so focused on stopping that bot from sweeping all the purple bots out of the way. Nope, looks like Helium must have disconnected. Maybe an issue on his side. Maybe we'll see him in the next game. Lightning Paw, welcome in. Hello, hello. I don't recognize your name. Glad to have you here with us. If this is your first time, this game's about over if you want to jump in and play a game of Territorial with us. And look at that. We got a good win with Dune in first place, Helium in fourth, even though they're a bot right now. Priden in fifth place. I'm in third. NX Saint, welcome back in. Boy, we got everybody here right now. So for anybody new right now, whenever we win a game, one thing I like to do, if you want to do it, no pressure if you don't, just throw up a good old heart emoji, a handshake, positive. It doesn't have to be positive. It could be whatever you want it to be. And then at the end, I'll be able to basically get more or less a screenshot. I won't be doing the screenshot right now, but I can come in here and I can get this replay right here, copy that, and then I have a notepad saved. I thought I had a notepad. Notepad. Ready to save that for later, so I don't have to worry about that for right now. Lightning Paw just subbed. Hey, thanks so much for the subscription there. I'm a little bit bummed that I should have had an animation pop up and say somebody subscribed, but I'm using some new software right now. It's just OBS. I've never used OBS before, so a few kinks to figure out there. I'll have to try that another time. But thanks so much for subscribing. Let's go ahead and jump back out, jump in, get into another game. Oh, and I did want to check there. I didn't check at the beginning of the stream. Where are we at? Where are we at? Ooh, we're in 33 right now. Some people have been working hard since my last live. Hey, look, there's that animation. Thank you so much for joining, bud. So we're... every time I do a stream, it's a couple of days apart, and so a lot of times we drop all the way back down into like the top 70, top 80. We're in the top 33 right now. I don't know what we were at before we won that last game, but we're in a prime position that we can get into the top 25 and stay there, I think. Jumping back into the queue here, we got this island thing. We're not going to do that. We're going to wait for whatever pops up and has 4 or more teams next as we grind for more points for Gecko. And look, we get an island here with 5 teams on it. Pizza says we've been holding the top 40s. Oh, cool. I've been home all day, but I've been working on chores and getting the software working and everything else like that. I've looked into the Discord a couple times without saying anything, and I noticed that at least Minecraft guy and you and probably a couple of others were frequently talking about playing some games. So, Lightning Paw, how do I join? So first off, you'll want to be at either territorial.io in your web browser, or you can download it onto your smartphone or tablet if you're not already there. And this game's about to start right now, but you'll notice that all these clans here, they have square brackets around their name. So when you're putting your name on the main page, you just got to make sure that you put square bracket and G-E-K-O. It doesn't matter whether it's lowercase like pizza or all caps, or I like to do a capital G usually. It's not case sensitive, so it doesn't matter. And that's all you need to do to make sure that you're playing with us, as well as make sure you get into the same game that we're in. And starting off my first expansion here, I didn't actually choose where I go, so I got a random shot in the draw. That is A-okay. Oh, a little spike of lag there. Not too bad. A little bit more even. I've heard other people talking about lag as well, so I don't think this is a my side issue, but I don't know for sure. It's a little hard to tell. And now I'm all surrounded by bots. This is great. I want these black bots here to get eaten up. And I got Pryden right next to me. And also Helium just to the south of Pryden. You let me know, Lightning Paw, too, if me telling you how to join in made sense to you, or we'll find out on the next one. On the next game. Oh. Sorry, player 398. I thought that you were a bot. Because I didn't change my settings once again. Trying to work around him here. He's got his little shoot up around, too. Hope that's a bot. It is. I can't even see the numbers, so I hope they're good for attacking. Ooh, Corgi taking a bite out of me there. Let's see who else we got around. There's Pizza 11 way off to the west, and NX Saint right next to Dune in first place again. You must be a sick player. Leif just beneath Dune there. And where am I at? Going after this player again accidentally because I can't see when I zoom out. Now I can see his name. There are a lot of boats going around. Oh, thank you for those points. I will use them to destroy this player. Well, you capped me out on points even. Boy, the lag is hitting me hard right now on this one. There we go. I did not mean to attack that player so many times, but I'll have to remember to change my font settings. And I've been so zoomed in on my own location here that I didn't realize that we already have 98% of the board. So long, Corgi Apple. And we have all these geckos. Right up in here. Dune in second, Pryden in third, Pizza in... Oh, Dune in third, Pryden in fourth, Pizza in fifth. Jirai here. Sorry, I spaced out looking at the text there. Jirai in sixth, Lath in seventh, Helium in eighth. I'm all the way down in 14th. Prov 192. Hi, I'm new here. What is this game and how do you play it? So this is Territorial.io, and if you want to open it up on your web browser, then you can go to Territorial.io on any web browser there, or you can play it on your smartphone or tablet, just going into the Google Play Store, I believe is what it would be in. I guess if it's on Apple, it would be in the Apple Store. Search up Territorial. And for all the everybody right now, for anybody who just won, if you want to throw up any emojis for the screenshot at the end. And I'm not done there, Crove. I just wanted to get that out there so that everybody can throw up their little positive emojis if they want to, and I'll get a replay here in a second. But once you get into Territorial.io, however you choose to do that, let me get this replay here. I'll show you on the home screen how you can play with us if you would like to do so. Let me just copy this replay so I can get some stuff later for future content, hopefully. Got that saved right there. And we will back out here. And Seb J also popping in the chat. Hey there, Seb J. Glad to see you back. Hope that you and your brother are doing great. I remember you guys quite well. So if we quit the game here and we'll come back out, when you eventually get onto this home screen here, you just got to make sure if you want to play with us, you don't have to play with us if you don't want to. Whatever clan you want to be a part of, you want to make sure that you do square brackets, not the rounded ones or any of the other ones. They got to be the square ones. And then use GEKO on the inside. I have these all capped. It doesn't matter, though. They can be lowercase or uppercase. They're not case sensitive. Yeah, we stopped watching after you stopped uploading, though. We're back. Yay! Yep. I flaked out a while back. I used to do this all the time, and then about 2 years ago, I kind of just fell off the face of the earth. So we got that next game right there. We're doing great so far. 33. That's all right. That's right where we were at. How much longer will the stream go for? We're going to go for at least another hour, probably closer to an hour and a half. And we'll jump on to the queue here. And for any of the newbies with us, the way I always do this when we're in the queue, whatever game is the latest in the queue, we don't do that one, and we do whatever's next. So in this case, there was the Zombie Europe game. We're going to do this 8-team on the island here. And this way, I try my best to stick with that, because if I switch it up too quickly, like if I realize a contest pops up last second, or I'm like, ooh, here's a better map, then some people get mixed up and we lose out on everybody being able to play together. So, so we will go ahead and jump on to this 8-team on the island. And we already got 8 geckos in. Oh, it's too late. I forgot to change my text. I have to change my font, and also I should probably take off my sweater here because I am getting quite warm. So I'm going to go onto the southwest a little bit here. Looks like we're green team. And Jay, I don't know if you've been playing Territorial all this time, but something new that you may not know about is you can mine through the mountain, similar to how boats work. I'll show you, or for any of the new people who do not know how to play. When you eventually make contact with a mountain, you can mine through it to the other side, which is oddly instantaneous. Hey, we're busy right now, but we'll join in about an hour. Cool. Well, let me know when you're in. If it gets near the end of the stream and you're just popping in, we'll play an extra bonus game for you. So like you can see, I'm up against this mountain right now. I can just click on the edge there, and it will shoot one of my guys instantaneously all the way across the mountain, which is cool. But I also find it interesting that it doesn't take a period of time like the boats going across the water. And let me make sure that I'm not forgetting where I'm at. Oh, I thought I was green team. I guess we're black team. Silly me. I didn't even notice that. My attack is way too high. We'll turn that down. Turn it up to a good 11% or so. Sweet. And I do, of course, have this large Titan God Hand right next to me. I have points to match him for the time being, but we'll see how long that lasts for. I could do a little squeeze here. That's great. If I can get around onto this mountain here, might be able to do some damage to some other bots. Yes. Ooh, look at this big old bot right here. We're going to jump on in there right in the middle of them. Start taking them out. And while I'm doing that, let's see who we got here. We got Jirai in first place right now. Way to go. Dune, I see in fourth place. Leif in sixth. So switching out for sixth right there. NX Saint getting pushed down into the top 10. Center of the island. Lightning Paw, I see you there. Glad you made it into a game with us. Just so you know, you're not running the Gecko tag. So that makes it so that you are working with us, but luckily the game put you on black team anyway, so you are kind of working with us. It's the same, you know, we're all on black team works together, so that's all fine and dandy. But if you want to play with the Gecko clan, you'll want to make sure you get those square brackets in. Okay, I'm in, but I don't understand what is happening. No, totally understand it. It takes a little bit to learn it. It's a fairly simple game. But when you start off, basically, you'll start off in a little area like we did in the very beginning of the game, and you want to attack to expand. You'll see at the very bottom that you have your attack bar, and the percentage is based on your points. So right now I'm at about 1,000,000 points. I could do 500,000 attack if I wanted to. And you'll see this bot right now has 0 points. So there's no point in doing a large attack on him. And ultimately, the goal is to wipe out as many of the opponents as possible, and for your team to be in the lead at the end. Now, it's important to know the way that you grow points is partially by having more territory. So, like, the more pixels that you have, the more points that you'll earn. But in the very top right of your screen, you'll see some stats like how many humans there are, how many bots there are and stuff. But there's also interest, and you'll notice that you have an interest rate. And for each tick in the game, it's not exactly every second, but, you know, for each tick that happens in the game, you'll be awarded some interest based on your overall score. So right now I have 3.1, 3.2 million. Every tick that happens, I get about, currently, 0.5, and it's dropping as time goes on. That I'll get whatever that is, you know, 3.5 million for 0.24%. That's raising my score there. And the more pixels you have, the higher that interest rate will be. But also, you'll notice, if you're watching, that I'm almost down to no percentage right now. When you get down to no percentage, you'll definitely, what I commonly call it, your capped out points. So we can just wait for a second here. You'll see I'm at 3,808,000. And there was a player 58 attacked me, so that dropped my points down a little bit. But it capped me out at points. And so to avoid that, you want to make sure that you are attacking people to be able to get more land, to be able to get up a better interest rate for your score, but also spending your points in general will decrease or, you know, allow for more interest. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out the best way to describe this. I don't do it very often. So, like, for instance, I can see Jirai here. If I were to give him points by clicking on his character and then using this money bag, it'll give him some of my points, and that'll boost the interest rate there because I've lowered my overall amount of points I can have. I guess, I don't know, I'm probably not explaining it the best, but hopefully that all makes sense. And it'll definitely be something where as you play a couple of games, and you'll learn a bit more. And then also there is a Discord that we have, which there is a bunch of very active players in there. So there's a lot of people that can also help you out there. If you, in the chat, we'll see if it works. If you do !Discord, all one word, then it should pop up with a link for the Discord. Now, that's a new thing for me. And we got another win there while I was explaining all that. Sorry, guys. Be sure to throw up any emojis you want if you want to have something pop up in a screenshot at the very end. I always do like a heart or a handshake or something like that. You can do whatever you want or nothing at all. That's totally okay. It's all right. I think I'm getting it a bit. Thanks. Yeah, no problem. I hope that you have fun. I know I just made this account. Godhand killed me. Lightning Paw, you weren't using the clan tag. Nope, that's what I was saying earlier. So, we got a good win there. Let me grab this replay. For anybody also just joining in, these replays here allow me to... They allow me to save the game, which I could probably... I won't show you off right now, but basically it's a replay. It's a way that you can save the game so that you can share it with people or view it for your own information. In my case, I hope to make YouTube shorts out of it and get some screenshots and shout you guys out. I think I'm getting a bit... Dad is gay and my mom's a trans, so it all works out. Okay. Alrighty then. Let's see where we're at. How did we do? That got us up 2 more ranks, so we're at rank 31 right now. We're above 1 points. When did I save you, NX Saint? Let's jump on in and get another multiplayer game here. Boy, I'm going to have to get used to more people. We're at 18 viewers right now. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. If you're new and you enjoy this, be sure to subscribe. So we're sitting in the queue right now, and we have a battle on Europe, or Northern Europe right there. We're not going to do that. We're going to jump into whatever pops up that has 4 or more teams coming up here. And there we go. We got Africa with 5 teams, so we should go ahead and jump on in there if you guys want. And Saint says, you full sent someone who was attacking on the big island, and that's how Lightning Paw saved NX Saint. And so one thing for some of the newer folks in right now, full sending is when you send all of your points in an attack. It's a last resort usually. Basically, it'll destroy your economy. You won't be able to earn very many points afterwards, but you can usually do a lot of damage to somebody. So I'll do it like if somebody's been really mean to me in a game and they haven't allowed me to grow. When I know for sure that I can't win, I'll full send it to somebody. But a lot of people don't like that. A lot of people find it very annoying. So just keep that in mind. Keep it in mind that you could annoy people, and if you do it, for the most part, you're dead. So don't expect to full send somebody and be able to recover from it. Full sends are usually a bad idea in chem games. Making sure I'm reading that right. Welcome back, Very Handsome. Uh-oh. Oh dear, we got Very Handsome back in here. Oh, cool, but he's doing his own thing right now. Hopefully, for those who may not know, in previous streams I was doing, there was somebody who would occasionally jump in and play with us, and they would do what's called tabbing, where they would ultimately, you know, playing on your browser, they would open up multiple tabs and play all of them at the same time. And one, it's very difficult. Two, it's cheating. So don't do it. But they were following us around for a little while. So I kind of hope that they don't see all the geckos in here and be like, ooh, let's go back in there. There's nothing that I could really do about it in the first place anyways. And also, it doesn't really, like, you know, change the game a whole lot, because even if you open up, you know, 5 tabs and you start playing like that, it's really hard to keep track of all 5 of them at the same time, and you end up just losing anyways. So, it's a silly move. Oh, and the team games. Yeah, doing a full send in team games is usually not a very good idea in Territorial. Yep, If you're trying to work together with a team, a full send is usually a bad idea. Whether you're using the whole clan thing like we are, or just in general your color of a team. I see this test new won't leave me alone. That's okay. I'll just build up my points. One thing, a small tip too, you'll notice this guy that's attacking me very much, I'm not attacking him back. I don't know if this is exactly accurate, but it basically takes 2 points for every 1 on the defense. So for every 2 points he spends attacking me, it only takes me 1 point, I think, to defend it. Ultimately, even if that's not exactly accurate, he will be spending more points to attack me than I will be losing on defense. And that was way too big of an attack, but I'm surrounded by white team right now. And NX Saint getting that good, juicy guy right there. Too big, too little points. Another little tip right there, if people overextend their points too much, it can make you a really big target. Like if you were to look at this Ivory guy, say if he had 50,000 points right now, he would be a brilliant target to have right now. You could also look at this Test New right now. He's a little bit bigger than Ivory, or about the same size, but he's got about a third amount of the points. I would much rather be attacking him than Ivory on that front. And let's see where we're at. I haven't looked around for anybody. We got OG Austria back with us. Welcome in, bro. NX Saint right above me, as I pointed out before. Pizza 11 on the north. Dune to the east of him, and Pryden. And then Jirai also to the east here. Looking down a little bit further, we have Leif. Leif's in a decent spot right now. He's a little bit blocked off by everybody. I'm going to give him some points. Hopefully help keep him alive there. And it does look like somebody's trying to snake in here. I want to see if I can cut him off there. I don't want him getting in on my white team guy. I'm going to eat him later. I'm at a decent point where I could start eating him. I probably should have done that earlier when he was at like 200,000 points on score, but a little bit late. That's all right. Turtle Boy, I'll join in the next one. Sweet sauce. We're going to have a whole team of people in here. We're going to flood the zone with geckos. And I'll go ahead and help you out with that. Move in on Test New. Finish him off there. Being careful not to spend too many points. Now, along with like what I was talking about earlier, if you're full sending your points in, it'll basically destroy your economy. You know, even though I'm at an attack rate of about 16% of my overall points, if I were to do, like, say, 5 or 6 attacks in a row, I basically would drain all of my points really quickly. So that's another thing to watch out for there. Ivory is getting ganged on by Name and OG Austria, so that's a good time for me to move on in there. And then this Corgi guy is quite strong, going right down the middle. He's touching 4 geckos right now. If we all kind of work together, we could probably eliminate him, but also that depends on where you guys are at with your surrounding players. Leif is still alive down here. There's that guy there. And then right next to Pryden. Pryden's still alive. Decent amount of points saved up there. I'm going to give you some more points there. Hopefully keep you alive against the Among Us. Also, we got Dune holding on pretty well. So this is looking like we could win this game, but our biggest competitor is going to be Purple Team, or, you know, Magenta, whatever color you want to call that. We're sitting neck and neck on the amount of land that we have. Red Team is at 18% of the land right now, and White Team is not far from being eradicated from the game. Red Team does have some pretty strong guys, though. I'm going to take another bite out of Corgi. Hopefully he doesn't completely destroy me. Looks like he is going after NX Saint there. Algorithm really liked this stream. Yeah, no, it really did. Which is great because I didn't get out any YouTube shorts or anything over the last couple days like I really wanted to do. I was hoping that those would be the kinds of things that boom up our numbers, but no, the algorithm is in my favor. The algorithm gods. 3 people next to me just full sent each other and got you that huge chunk of land. Dang. Sometimes when you're patient, you get into those right situations. Now, see, I'm currently blocked off right now on my border for any of the new folks. If you're watching on my end right now, my border is completely blocked off by both Black Team right now, so I can't directly attack any of these guys, of course. I could send a boat out, but what I'm going to do is feed my players. I'm going to be giving my points away to other geckos who either need it to stay alive, or whoever's in the best position to carry us throughout the game, is generally what I like to do. You can do it however you want to. You can save your points in case you want to defend against attacks later if there's a breach. But always make sure that you don't let yourself cap out your points. If your number stops going up, then you want to either attack somebody or give some points to somebody so that you can keep generating points. Looks like nobody's going after Name right there, so he must be in a friendship with you guys. I got some points for pizza here, too. Oh, never mind. There goes Name. Eccentric Narwhal, welcome in. I like your name. I'm a big fan of narwhals. They're very interesting creatures. I don't actually know a lot about them. They just look cool. With their big old unicorn tooth. Uh-oh, I wasn't paying attention over here for a little bit. Leif is in a little bit of trouble here. I got some points, hopefully keep him alive. And I think we lost a gecko here. I think it was Jirai, maybe, that we lost there. And another one. I think we lost 2 or 3 geckos there. Uh-oh. I was about to give some points there, but unfortunately I saw the T player 772 is hitting OG Austria hard, and Z is hitting Pizza hard. And that combined effort there is going to be a little bit of a bummer. Although it does... Oh, never mind. He did spend a lot of points, but I thought I could have swore I saw 400,000 points on his score. I thought he full sent. I'm going to keep feeding into OG Austria for the most part, but... Ooh, I also want to keep Pizza alive on that front bar. Luckily, OG Austria has a bunch of more so weakling guys down below to be able to scoop some points off of. And hopefully generate more land, putting them into first place right there. Oh, leave Pizza alone! I want Pizza to stay alive, but I also think OG Austria is going to be the best shot at winning this game right now. Be a couple more points there. Z's about to take out Pizza, and there's not much I can do about it at this point. OG Austria getting through those weak bots at the bottom right now. And now it's basically OG Austria between players 772 and Z. And that is going to be a hard battle to beat there. Especially once he makes this connection here. NX Saint has already started to fill in the attack there. But once he made that connection there, NX Saint has about 1/7 the points that Z does. And I have even less than that. I think that the teamwork between players 772 and Z here lost us the game, but probably Z's going to end up winning this one. And there I go right there. I wasn't even aware that it was happening before it was over. I'm now basically just giving all of my points to OG Austria as a last-ditch attempt to save the game here. 772 and Austria have to work together. Red is probably winning this. I don't think 772 is going to work with OG Austria because once we got just a couple of minutes ago, basically it was pretty obvious that they were working together to go after us. And unfortunately, I'm out here, but we're going to wait and see what happens. Leif is still alive. But player 772 is finishing off OG Austria right now. Z coming in on the back end right there. That's going to be a loss for us, but we will not leave the game until all the geckos are dead, because we will leave no gecko behind. Good game. I have no clue how I stayed alive for so long. Probably they decided to leave you be just not enough points, so they wanted to go after the bigger fish to fry. And that's the last gecko, I'm pretty sure. Yep, it's just down to these two. And Purple basically gave the game to Z there. Congratulations to Z there, but I'm going to say that we got to just jump on out and get into another game here. And so there's, let's do this 6-team South America, right? Because the first thing that was there was the world map game, so we're going to go ahead and jump into 6-team South America. Turtle Boy, I'll carry us or die first. Those are two very extreme outcomes. I hope it's the first one. 16 geckos, 17 geckos, and we only have 14 people watching. We know what's going on. We know what's going on. I'm raising my eyebrows like it's a good thing, but it's not. It was exactly what I thought would happen. Oh, 21, 22. Come on, Very Handsome. You're slacking. You should have at least 47 tabs open. I still don't fully understand what I'm doing, but let's go. Let's go. We'll take it one bit at a time. I'll show you on my end. I'm going to slap my guy down here. We have so many geckos. We have Very Handsome and Very Handsome. And several trolls in the game with us here. And Very Handsome was trying to move his team all around me. He got... Nope. I'll bet these are all Very Handsome. Yes, they are. So when I'm starting off my game here, I'm starting to do an attack about 20%. And then I'll boost my attack up to about 30-35%. And then boost it up to 50%. And what I'm doing is I'm trying to capture as much of the empty space that nobody controls, because they're not exactly free to collect, but it's much cheaper to collect that free land than it is to attack any bots or any other players. And then what I do, personally, I try to wait. In this situation, there's so many white bots around me that I have to start being a little bit more aggressive and go after some of the black bots. But I try to wait for about 55 seconds to a minute after I've fully grown as much as I can. And then I start to attack bots. And right now I was doing 57% on my attacks. I shouldn't be doing that. You should be attacking bots with about 10%. Most people seem to use 11% for attacking bots, but you could really adjust that. Kind of whatever you feel like. So whether that's 12, 13% or 8, 9%. At least in the beginning. Once you get a little bit bigger, if you're at the point where you have 3 million points and you're attacking a bot with 40,000 points, the 11% is probably too big. Titan Godhand is streaming sniping. He's been in our last 3 or 4 games. Stream snipers are always welcome here. There's only so much stream sniping that you can do in this game. Like, for instance, there was all the very handsomes. They were trying to follow me around. The guy who's using all the tabs. You know, he was trying to follow me around and, like, set them all up right where I was spawning at. That's about the extent of stream sniping that you can do. And so when I see that stuff happening, I'll move away at the last second so that, you know, I'm somewhere else. Oh, it looks like this Corgi guy here just full sent into Liechtenstein. That gives me some points there. Nigel Thornberry. What a callback to a name right there. That's my childhood right there. What's the name of that cartoon? The Thornberries? I think it was, but I'm not sure. Liechtenstein, I got some points for you. Hopefully keep you alive there. Black team has 71% of the map. Not looking so good for white team right now. Gecko Turtle's still alive. I think some other geckos died before you, Turtle. So you were neither the first to die. You could still carry this game, but I'll give you some points for that. If you can carry us, it's worth it. Right now, we got NX Saint in 7th place, and then Gecko No Name in 8th place. I see you there, bad name. I'm not going to say your name, so. I was talking with some of the people in the Territorial server, and apparently there may be a way for me to get filters on names so that I can get rid of stuff like that, but they also said there could be some negative consequences of it, like it could affect other names as well, but I'm not sure about that. I haven't had any time to check that out. Sorry for hitting my mic again. It's in a new place. It's probably kind of annoying if you hear it. It's very sensitive. And I, being a little bit distracted there and surrounded by super strong guys, ultimately have lost. I should have given my points to Gecko No Name there. It won't matter too much because once somebody has about 60% of the map, it's basically over. Now, we've seen some games where people have turned it around before, including one which when I make some videos, maybe after this stream or probably tomorrow, the next one that I make is a really cool one where one of our, oh, I'm not leaving the game yet, one of our own was able to win, or I think they won a game, I think they won a contest game, and they were basically completely destroyed and somehow turned it around. It's one of the best comebacks I've ever seen in this game. And once Gecko No Name is out, we're ditching this guy. I'm not going to wait for him. If you're going to use a name like that, not even worth waiting for you. And that's the last one there. We didn't win the game. So let's jump on out and get back into the queue. And get another game in. Lightning Paw. Oof, I died. PL High killed me. Ah, man. One thing I would like to do too, and time is short. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's go ahead and, everybody's already lining up on this. Let's go ahead and do this 2-team in Asia. I was usually wait for 4 or more teams, but we'll go ahead and just do that since everybody's already lining up. And that was the next one in the queue. To try to help out with some of the new people who may be joining us, I do want to make videos to give tips, whether they're YouTube shorts or whether they're actual videos. I do want to do that, but time restraints hold me back a little bit. So maybe, if nothing else, I can find some other more appropriate territorial tutorials that other people have already created. There's a bug in my room. I thought it was something else. It's just a shield bug. A stink bug, you may know him as. It was flying by my... I thought it was like a wasp or something because its legs are dangling. Had me worried for a second there. There shouldn't be any wasps alive in my area right now. I'm going up towards the north, but once Very Handsome starts to surround me, I'm just going to move. I'm going to move anyways, just in case he's waiting to do it for the very last second, so. Because I know he's in here. I know it. Lightning Paw, I also started doing Gecko. All right, that's one more Gecko. And we are getting pretty close to the halfway mark of the stream. I just want to let you guys know I'm probably going to take a little break after this game. But when I take a break, what I do is I set up a game, and then I kill myself as fast as possible, and then zoom out the map so you guys can see what's going on while I'm away. So you don't have to look at some boring screen that says, I'll be right back. And then when I take my break, it'll just be 5 minutes. Maybe 6 or 7, but it'll be real quick. Enough, it should be a short enough break that I should get back before whatever game we do that in finishes on up. And I have lots of red bots all around me right now. I am kind of on my own for the most part. I do have Gecko No Name up above me. The nameless Gecko. Oh. I'm going to let you take those points, No Name Gecko. And get down a little bit further. Ooh, and luckily it destroyed some of the black bots there. Ooh, boy. Somebody's feeding this bot because it's taking me out fast. Wow, I didn't have a chance there. As soon as I did one attack, that bot just like basically full sent me, and it was over for me. So I'm out now. But let's take a look around and see what's going on. Gecko without a name up in the north may need some help if you guys can spare some points, but they are pretty well surrounded by red team players, so that definitely is a bit scary. Although there are tons of bots down there. That if you can get down to those bots there, that might be helpful. And it does look like you took out the bot that was ultimately being fed to take me out. Moving over a little bit, we have OG Austria. We got Jirai over here, Dune to the south of him. Lightning Paw with that beautiful Gecko tag. Welcome. NX Saint down here to the south of him, and Turtle up on the front lines as well. Pizza sandwiched in between two corgis, actually. And look, there's that Corgi Blacksmith you were mentioning. Was that you, Pizza, I believe? That was mentioning Corgi Blacksmith was cool to you in a game, so we should be kind to him. I like to hear about stuff like that. Moving on down, seeing if we have any little geckos hiding out. Nope. Nope. Thought I saw another name there, but I didn't. Just a troll. Just another troll. And hey, troll, I know. If you look me in the eye, I know the troll in life. I know what's going on. I have my fair share of trolling on the internet as well. Never to that extent, but I get it. I see it. Oh, we got God Hand on Gecko right here. If you were trying to join in with us, you may want to drop the C. I have Gecko spelled incorrectly as part of my brand. But maybe that is just a call out to let us know that you're in the stream. If you're in the stream, welcome. Glad to have you here with us, whether you play with us or not. So right now, black team is at 47% of the map, and red team is at 53%. So they do actually have a lead right now, although if we kind of look around, we'll notice that most of red team is actually a bunch of bots. And so that's a deadly combination there, because all these bots in the background, you know, they all have 500 points, 600 points, 1,000. Maybe they get like 20 or 30, 40,000 points. That is pretty scary for red team, but at this point right now, we have Corgi Blacksmith in first place that's kind of starting to barrel through. So you guys are going to have to kind of work together as a team to... Oh, sorry about the mic there again. You have to work together as a team to be able to take him out, or he's slowly going to eat everybody up. 20 people watching. Whoa! That's the most people we've had since I started streaming again. Now we'll see if we ever break the record back in the day when the Grave One did a raid stream on me, a stream raid on me, and we had like what, like 80, 100 people in here, but no, I was just for a casual stream. 20 people is pretty epic. Thank you everybody for being here. If you're enjoying it, please subscribe. It really helps out the channel, gets it out to more people. Give it a like if you enjoy it. I don't really care about that stuff a whole... I mean, I do want more subscriptions, but I'm not too worried about that. I just know that's what I have to say as a YouTuber. Minecraft guy. Oh, and you're the one who said we have 20 people watching. We have 23 people a few minutes ago. Dang. What is this gecko thing for a nick? Gex Enjoyer? Or what? I'm not sure what you're saying there. This gecko thing for a nick. Gex Enjoyer. I think I recognize the name Gex Enjoyer. Is that a reference to Gex Enjoyer? But I also recognize your name, Rez. You've been here before, right? Woo. 26 people watching right now. It's my goodness. There's so many people in here. Thank you, everybody, for being here. It was Titan Godhand. He just changed his name to Gecko Godhand to troll. Oh, okay, okay. That's what I figured. I figured it was a call out to say that he knew what was going on. He's in the chat with us. That's good enough for me. So it does look like Corgi Blacksmith is going to have this game in the bag. We leave no gecko behind unless you're on a tiny little 1-pixel island. Can't do much about that. Kind of look around a little bit. But it does look like OG Austria is getting taken out here. I appreciate Gecko No Name for throwing up some love and some peace there. Respect your opponent. Always respect your opponent. It's one of the better parts of good gamer etiquette. Stream sniping. Yep. No, I'm saying Gaming with Gecko. Why this as a channel name? Have you ever played Gex, the franchise, or what? So actually, yeah. Ever since I was a little kid, geckos have always been my favorite animal. And yes, I absolutely played Gex on PlayStation 1 eons ago. That's a good idea, too. I have an emulator. I was thinking about, what if I played some old PlayStation games sometimes? I should play Gex. That would be fun. No, and so I came up with Gecko as a nickname probably in middle school or high school. I don't remember for sure. 20 years ago or so. And I spelt it G-E-K-O just to kind of mix it up there and, get rid of the C. And that stuck with me ever since. And so when I started my YouTube channel a few years back, I just called it Gaming with Gecko. Gonna try to watch and play on my phone, says Rooster55. Sweet sauce. I need to take a little break. I just need to go use the restroom, get a drink of water real quick, and take off my hoodie because I am actually really warm. But for this break, I'm not gonna put you guys on some boring be right back screen. What we're gonna do is we're gonna jump into our next game here. I'm gonna get myself killed as fast as possible. And then, and the only reason I get myself killed as fast as possible is because if I die in the middle of the game while I'm away, it zooms in on where I was at. It's no fun. So we're in the queue right now where we're watching for whatever pops up with 4 or more teams on it. We'll get into a game. Here we have 5 teams in Australia. We'll get into this game here. I'll get myself killed as fast as possible. I'm going to dip out and just go get a drink of water, use the bathroom, stretch my legs for a minute, take off this hoodie, and then I should be back before the game is even over. And then we'll play for another hour or so, maybe a little bit longer. Especially with 19 people in here. Man, I would love to go longer. I mean, not that I wouldn't like to go longer with 5 people, but, it's definitely a motivator. I can't lie about it. But no, Rez, I'm glad you brought up that idea, or, that you mentioned Gex, the franchise. That's a really old game. And I've been thinking about maybe playing some old PlayStation or GameCube games with my emulator that I have, and I should play Gex. I think that's a really good idea. So I'm going to try to get myself killed as fast as possible. So I'm going to find one of our opponents. I'm just going to go with this Corgi. I'm going to wait for him to place his spot down, hopefully. Yeah, there he is. And then I'm going to be really cheeky here. I'm going to place my guy down here at the very last second. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to let him grow all around me. And I'm not going to attack him at all until he has a good portion of land, because I don't want to completely sabotage him. That would be crazy. But I want him to completely surround me. Maybe if I'm lucky, he'll just take me out anyways. But I want him to get a good chunk of land. And then what will happen is I'll basically zoom out like this, and I'll just go dip out real quickly, take care of my things. I'll come right back, and then we'll play for another hour or so. Okay, he's at a good spot right now, so I'm going to go ahead and just attack him. And hopefully he gets the message and just takes me out. Because if I... Yep, there we go. Perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. I didn't do too much damage to him, and I was able to get killed immediately. So I'm going to mute my mic here so that there's no background noise, especially while I move my mic away. And I'll be back in 5 or 6 minutes. I should be back before the game is over. And then we'll play for another hour or so. Could be good. Get it down a little bit further. There we go. There we go. All right, I'm back. How you guys doing? Oh, looks like all the geckos died. Bummer, bummer. Sorry, guys. Keep you here waiting on a game that you're not even playing. Still, oh, nope. I thought that said gecko for a split second. It says Jur. Oh. Checking on the stream in the background, make sure. How was that dump? I didn't take no dump. I take a dump in the morning. That chair is 40 years old. I got it for free, actually. There was a studio by an old job I had that, what movie was it that they made? It was the one that had, I think it was Key and Peele, right? It was like a stop motion animation movie where they're like demons or something. I've seen the movie. It was a long time ago, but the studio that made that movie was like right next door to my old workplace. And when they were finished with the movie, they were closing everything down, and they were just selling everything. And I said I got the chair for free. It was like $5, maybe $10. And then also the desk that I have everything set up on was like $10 too. It's a nice desk too. But let's jump on in and get into another game here, guys. See if we can get some more points for Gecko. Looks like you guys are already jumping in on to northern, or not northern, I'm sorry, just Asia right there. If you guys want to jump on into Asia here, hopefully the delay isn't too far and everybody is able to get in. And we're going to be playing here for like another hour or so. Why are 10 people going to Asia? Maybe the delay was too long. I just saw a bunch of people jumping into it, so I decided that that's what we should do. Hey, I see Seb J on the leaderboard. Welcome back, bro. Minecraft guy, oh no. I'm assuming that you're saying bro because I didn't follow through with my normal thing that I always do. That's why I don't do that. I'm sorry, Minecraft guy. You hang in there. It's another reminder that I can't do that. I have to be consistent. I'm sorry, Minecraft guy, leaving you hanging in the dark there. We'll catch you in the next one, or as soon as you know how it goes. I'm sorry, man. I feel bad about that. I know how dedicated you are into this game here. Macaw Twins. Hey, this is Seb J. Cool. I'll try to keep that in mind. Hopefully I don't mix that up in the future. Here we have 4 team. We're on white team right now. I see J-Seb, J-Seb down to the south of me right there. I should probably start attacking some of these bots here and get some points in. Ooh, maybe I can still get this red bot before he gets it. Nope. Just a little bit. 78,000 points I'm at right now. I see Turtle over here next to Minecraft. Oh, Minecraft guy is in it, I think. I'm in, but I was 1 second off. Well, I barely made it. I'm glad to see. I'm glad to see you made it in there. I'm sitting at a good amount of points here. I think I'm going to go after... probably China. Look how weak China is compared to their points. And this will allow me to get a little squeeze in here. We can be friends right now, but I'm not going to go after Swed just yet. Well, maybe actually, yeah. Look how low his points are. Jeez Louise. And OG Austria also meeting me up with that. Taking out a good bit of land. Sweet sauce. Taking another little quick look around. I see Very Handsome way off over there. Dune is surrounded right now. He's got the points to be able to defend himself, but he is getting beat on a little bit. Here's a few extra points for you. Hopefully keep you alive there. Seb J taking first place. Way to go. And Anon too. Very Handsome spread all over the place. Right now, white team has 30% of the map. We are technically in the lead, but we are not far ahead of black team and green team. Crove just joined us. Thank you so much. I see you in Japan here. I can help you out with some points there. Hopefully keep you alive there. How many points are you at right now? 300,000 points? A good time to... I would start looking at that player 712 there. Provix. You have the points to be able to do some damage to him, and compared to the density, you know, how many points he has compared to how big he is, you'll be able to get a decent little chunk of land out of him. I'm dwindling down in points right now. I'm going to go ahead and start going after player 644 here a little bit. Green team is taking a lead on the board right now. QWERTY was in first place, but just as I said that, we got two geckos taking him out. Turtle and another. And I'm kind of watching over here at you. Provex, you're still alive. I'll do my best to keep you alive if I can. Looks like I missed out on a little bit of free land there. That's okay. I like spending more time focusing on you guys if I can. My points are not big enough to want to go after China. I'm going to go ahead and feed some points into Turtle here. He's got a pretty good lead going on us right there. He's in second place right now. Oh, there goes player 912 taking out that black team guy that was right next to Crovex. Crovex, yep, saying your name right. I try to get your names right. You know, I apologize if I ever get it wrong. It's working! Teamwork makes the dream work, baby. Kinda says he needs help, but he doesn't have any more red team to help him. I'm sitting really low on my points. I might just do a little attack on China there, even though I'm way lower than he is. And that initiated him to attack me. I'm just going to give him that friendship again. I'll leave him alone. And he did kind of get through to alien invasion, so maybe that'll be a little bit of back and forth damage there. Who's this white team person getting taken out? It looks like it's this gecko right here. It's hard to say for sure. Points are dropping down low again. I got more points for Turtle. Oh, OG Austria hitting there a little bit. Next set of points I'll have for you. Still watching over there, Crovex. Player 912 doing a pretty good lead on us right here. Luckily now player 912 isn't a part of any clan right now, so if he gets first place, he could lead us into getting a bunch of points. So not a bad idea to feed points into him. It does look like China is going after me, and alien invasion won't be far behind, even if we do have that friendship. So I'm just feeding off my points now. It's not worth trying to save myself. So I gave some points to player 912 to hopefully carry us the way. Gave some to Turtle, and then the rest of them, OG Austria, hopefully keep them alive. And right now, white team is at 42% of the map, which is great. That does put us at the majority, but we do not have a solid enough of a lead yet to have a guaranteed win yet. It does look like Tuborg starting to go in after Turtle, and he's got 7 million points, so you guys be watching out for that. If anybody's got some spare points to help out Turtle, it does look like Tuborg is going to do a little loop around here. And if he's able to take him out, it's not for sure that he'll win, but he is going after Seb J now. And I did just now notice, too, that this is Seb J, and earlier I saw J Seb. They're not multi-tabbing like Very Handsome was. They're a pair of brothers that go by Seb J and J Seb. And unfortunately, Seb J is on his way out. Now, luckily, he's got some islands to keep him alive there. Tuborg is being wise enough to make sure to stay away from player 912, which, for the most part, player 912 seems to just kind of be sitting stagnant. Now, he is still going up on the north here. OG Austria was gone. I missed that. But as things progress. I'm surprised that China's still alive here. Tuborg has hit the point where he has like 10 million points right now, which is, it does look like this Gecko full sent into Tuborg to do as much damage as he could, but that does give a lot more land to Tuborg. Just remember, whenever you full send like that, it's basically a death sentence for yourself. It can do some damage, but, you know, you got to think about it like, you know, if they have 5 times as many points as you do, it's not really going to do a whole lot of damage. Now that player 912 is on the fence with Tuborg, now Tuborg does have a lot more points, almost double the amount of points. If they do a little bit of back and forth here, that could be an opening sign for somebody else to take some land here, but player 912 is calling out for people to go after Tuborg. AJ, keep it at 100. I'm back and done with my project. Awesome. What was your project? Glad to have you back here with us. How much longer are we playing for? At least another 45 minutes. Right now it's 6:53 p.m. my time. I'm going to go until 7:45, maybe a little bit longer than that, but that'll be pretty close to the end. Gecko Dune, unfortunately, getting taken out there. We, as white team, we were looking pretty good for a little bit there, but Tuborg got way too big in the background and was able to kind of snake his way around and start going after some of the other guys there. The trifold board on AAMU. I don't know what AAMU... Oh, that was your project. What's a... I don't know what a trifold is or AAMU is. A trifold board would make me think almost of like something electrical, but I'm not sure. Unfortunately, it does look like Tuborg has this one in the bag. They currently have 42%, whereas white team down to 15% of the map and dropping. It does look like Corvex is still alive. And I'm sure that we have probably SebJ or JSeb or Anon too floating around on these little islands in the bottom down here. I do want to make a disclaimer that we wait for all the geckos to get eliminated, but when it, you know, we'll wait for maybe even Corvex here too. But, you know, when we're getting down to the point where we only have like, you know, 20 pixel islands holding on, we're not going to wait for those. Because there's no way to turn the game around after that. Just a cardboard thing that has 3 sections. Oh, I know what you're talking about. Like I did those back in school. Like a little display to be able to put up like your hypothesis and testing and the results that you got, your conclusion, stuff like that, right? I guess that would be more directed at science specifically, but and the game is over now. It does look like, right? Yeah, the game is officially over. Green team has won the game. There was no points awarded to anybody because nobody with a clan was in green team there, so that's just a win for Tuborg there. Trove, all right, I tried. Hey, no, that's all right. You were able to survive there. That's good. And Turtle survived as well, and so did technically Anon too. Maybe another couple geckos floating around. I'm not sure. Oh, yep, there's SebJ right there. There's still some survivors in there. That's still good at the end of the game. It doesn't get any points for Gecko, but it's still fun there. Let's go ahead and jump on in, get another game going on here. So we're not going to do the black team arena, even though that's one of my favorites. We're going to wait in the queue for whatever pops up next that has 4 or more teams so that everybody's on the same page. It does look like there's 8 geckos that are in the island, but if you're in there, we're going to wait for whatever pops up next on the feed. And it does look like we have a 5 team in North America. So we're going to go ahead and do the 5 team on North America. For anybody who got locked into that game, just so you know, what ends up happening, in case you're new here, whenever I come into the lobby here, whatever game is on the beginning or the most recent game in the queue, we ignore that one and wait for whatever pops up that has 4 or more teams afterwards. That way we can make sure that we're all together in case there's any delays, especially with, you know, stream. If I say something and it takes you 20 seconds to hear it, some people... Oh, sorry, hit the mic again. I'll have to get used to my new placement. I used to have it on my right. I have it on my left now. Because while I was doing all my stuff, changing all my software and everything, I found that my voice sounds much better if I can get the microphone closer to my face. But when I had it on my right, it was blocking my main screen, so I moved it off to my left. So I apologize in the future for every time that I hit the microphone, because I know it's like dong, 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 dong. It's annoying. Three teams. I'm running out of time. I'm going to go central area somewhere. Looks like I'm on black team. Looks like we're on black team. 25% attack to start. Move up to about a 35% or so. 55 is a good one. Another tip for any newbies, at the very top of your screen, you'll see that you have your points counting. And on either side, there's some bars that are counting up. I try to make sure that I'm not attacking or I don't have any points out on attack by the time that bar hits the very top, because you'll get an extra boost of points once that bars on either side of your points reach the very top there. And if you have points that are being shelled out in an attack, they won't count for that boost. So something to keep in mind there. I got turtle just to the west of me, right on my border right there. Go ahead and start going after some of these bots right now. I see another gecko to the southwest or east of me. This KD guy is a little bit weak for the amount of points that he has, but I'm not going to do any attacking on him right now. And I am pretty well surrounded off right now. Minecraft guy's off to a great start, already in 8th place. And Dune, I saw you in 4th place for a second there. JSeb shooting up the ranks into 4th place. Still pretty early in the game, so, you know, whoever's in 4th place or 5th place or 1st place now, that could drastically change as the game unfolds. I'm sorry, Katie. I think I might have to go after you in a second here. I'm not going to make a friendship with you so I don't upset you when I start to go against you there. Turtle has access to lots of bots right there. Awesome sauce. My interest rate is dropping, and you are going after Minecraft guy, so I can't... And you helped destroy him even, so I can't be having that. Corgi Lot's trying to take a little bite at me after I do an attack there. I see what he's getting ready for. KD, I want to be friends with you. I like the KD clan, but you're really weak for your points there, and you're also my weakest opponent. I guess UA Fear here. Let's go ahead and be friends for now. UA Fear up to my north is about the same amount of points, but also has more land. So less density means more land that you can capture in a battle. I'm also in Sri Lanka. I don't know where Sri Lanka is. If that's in America, especially. Bro, I got 5 teamed. I know, I saw that. You got tag teamed hard there. OG Austria and Very Hands all the way down at the bottom. So my interest needs to be high as possible. The higher that your interest is, the better it will be for gaining up your points. In the very beginning of the game, if you look at your interest, you'll notice that it starts off at like 7% and it drastically drops. And when you get later into the game, so like where I'm sitting right now, I'm a little bit distracted, so I'm not playing as well as I could be. Right now I'm at 0% interest because somebody just gave me some points, JSeb. I'm going to feed some points onto Turtle here. I try to watch my interest when I'm at this point in the game, and every time I start to drop below about a half a point of percentage, that's when I start either making sure that I feed my points out to other people, or do some attacks. Sanctuary Kill. So I played this game before, and I have a huge issue with my points. It seems like I will be the same size as somebody else, but yet my points will go up way smaller. Why is that? It seems I will be the same size as somebody else, but my points will go up way smaller. It could be... So it's based on the interest. So, like, I'm basically going to die here, but that's okay. I'm just kind of explaining this. So your interest is going to play a really big role in how many points that you can gain. So, like, if we were to look at this Corgi guy right now and this player 837 as I die, they're roughly about the same size right now, but this guy has a lot more points. And you'll see each tick that happens, he's getting like 10, 20,000 points. And when we look over here, he just got fed a little bit. Well, I guess it's about the same that he's gaining right now. So that's not really the best of examples. It looks like he's getting about 10,000 points each of them. But at the same time, the guy that has more points is getting more points from the interest, basically. So if they both have a 1% interest rate, and one of them has 1.5 million points, and the other one has, 500,000 points, the interest being the same at 1%, is going to give the person with a larger number of points more points per tick. So you'll notice that a lot of players will, you know, there will be players that will do a lot of attacks early on in the game, and then they end up with a very small amount of points, and they have a really hard time getting those points back up. And likewise, on the opposite side, you'll see people that don't expand very often, but they have huge numbers of points, and it's because the interest rate boosts your points up more. But it's a balancing game in the fact that, like, you have to make sure that you're getting enough land, because the more pixels of land you have, the more points you can gain, and that'll help out with your interest as well. It's I'm not doing the best of job of explaining it right now, but it's definitely watching out on your interest rate, and it's definitely making sure that you have enough land, but you don't want to overextend yourself by doing too many attacks or doing too big of attacks and wasting your points. I guess that doesn't really explain it very well. I'm sorry. Rooster says south of India. It's probably where Sri Lanka is. So maybe that was an old comment that I missed earlier. I see Dune is currently in 9th place right now. Black team's almost completely eliminated. It'll probably come down to red and blue team, but we've seen multiple games before where people can turn this around. So we're definitely waiting on Dune. Yo Gecko, attack with less troops. You're currently attacking with 24%. But you should go lower than 15%. More than 15%, you start losing unnecessary troops. So there's a good tip right there. I do want to say, too, I'm not the best at explaining what I know of the game. I learned a lot of the stuff of the game quite a while ago, and it's a little bit hard for me to recite what I know. But we have a really awesome Discord with a lot of active members that are... Most people are more than happy to share any information or knowledge they have. If you do exclamation point Discord in the chat, it should pop up with a Discord link into our Discord if you want to go join in there. And hopefully in the future we'll be getting to a point where we'll have more available tutorials, and eventually maybe I can make videos and stuff. So I'm sorry it's a little bit chaotic and not the best explained right now, but I would like to improve on that in the future here. I'm going to help you out with the next win, says the guy who bought the world. Awesome sauce. Welcome back. I think all the geckos are gone right now. So we can go ahead and jump on out and get into another game here. And with Minecraft guys saying to me that I was attacking with like 24%, I wasn't really fully paying attention to what my attack was at. I'm still kind of learning taking the learning curve of talking to you guys, paying attention to you guys, and paying attention to the game. We're in the queue right now. We're not going to select the snowland. We're going to pop up, or we're going to choose whatever has 4 teams or more popping up next. Sanctuary Kill, do that without a space between the Discord. And let me know if it works or not. If you do the explanation point, no space, Discord, should hopefully pop up with a invitation, an invitation link. And here we have Northern Europe popping up with 8 teams, so we're going to go ahead and jump on into there. But I was saying I wasn't paying full attention, the best attention, as to where my attack was at. Usually when I'm attacking bots, I shoot for about 11% on my attack. Usually when I'm Minecraft guy, I have a big delay, oh no. Hopefully you'll be able to catch us in this Northern Europe game. When I'm attacking bots, I'm usually around 10%. 9, 10, 11, 12%, somewhere in there. Usually when I'm attacking players, I try to be a little bit more dependent on what their points are versus mine, and several other little factors. Boy, we got so many geckos in here, we pushed this into a 2-team game. I'm going to go into the southeast a little bit further. I'll kind of pop away here. When I'm going up against players, I try to attack for generally somewhere between 15 and 25%, just depending on how aggressive I want to be. But Minecraft Guy makes a good point that... that was bad timing. Minecraft Guy makes a good point that when you're attacking with more than 15% of your overall attack, you may be expending troops that are unnecessary to lose out on. AJ, I usually keep attack with bots at 2 to 8% and players 10 to 15%. Yep, those are very good conservative numbers. I'm going to take a little bit more of a bite here, but I'm going to kind of stop it there. I want Minecraft Guy to get as much of that land as possible, because while I'm, getting distracted and stuff, I will let some of you other guys get a little bit bigger when you're next to me like that. So like right now, just to be good on my points here, I'm at a 10% attack here, and I'll go ahead and attack the bots that. A lot of times I'll forget to pay attention, and I'll continue to attack with like 50% or even lower, but still not good. Now, also another thing to keep in mind here is there's a bunch of black bots all around me right now. I'm kind of watching these two white bots. I hope that they can kind of eliminate some of the black bots, because the black bots, I can't attack them in any way. And that's about as far as that's going to go. So I'm going to take that land away from Yo Mama. We can't attack our own team bots, of course. And one of the downsides to that is when we have a lot of bots around and they're all crammed together just like this, if we have an opponent, you know, say if the Splatter was able to get through Minecraft Guy or OG Austria here and get down into these little bots here, then they have like an all-you-can-eat buffet of all these weak little bots here. So it's if you can ever help it, it's nice to like kind of let some of the opponent bots take down the same bots as your team. It kind of helps to alleviate this problem if you can. Just taking a quick look-see around. So right now, also, my interest rate is dropping below 0.5%. That's a good time for me to feed points to somebody. I'm going to feed some points into Minecraft Guy here. And I'm also going to take a look-see around. We got Dexter1 back in. Welcome back, Dexter1. Glad to have you here with us. Dune and Turtle, also right over here. And then we got Rooster. And of course, since this is a two-team game, which I usually try to avoid the two-team games because they get super clustered like this. But when you're in a situation like this where, you know, you're getting closed off and there's, you know, you're like Turtle or the Guy, and you don't have access to the ocean in any way, those are good times to also be feeding your points off to people. Now, similarly to attacking as well, if you're feeding your points off to people, keep track of how much points you're giving off. If you give off too many points, then you'll destroy your economy and you won't be able to earn back your points very easily. So now Minecraft Guy is basically blocked off here, so I'm going to look off for somebody else to give points to. And I didn't notice Crowvex over here. It's on the front lines right now with White Team. And similarly like what I was talking about with all those bots, now he's got access to all these nice tasty bots back here in the center. And we got Obama coming on through also right here, getting all these bots. And we're at 80% of the map right now. So once we get above 60% of the map, it's usually a win. At 80%, it's pretty much guaranteed. At this point, we would have to be trying to lose to be able to get out. Gecko, restart computer, please. I restarted my computer before I started the game here. Unfortunately, if I restart my computer right now, it ends the stream, and then that ruins everything. I think that the delay might be because of the new software that I'm using. And I have a solution for that, but I can't fix it on this stream. I'll have to fix it after this stream. I have an Ethernet cord that I'm currently not using because the Wi-Fi has been so good lately, but maybe the Wi-Fi's taken a little bit of a downturn. So when I'm done with the stream tonight, I should be able to set that up. I have more of those little nail hook things to put in the wall. But we won this game. Congratulations, everybody. If you win a game, always throw up a little emoji, like a heart or a Tonkin strong arm, kissy face, whatever you want. I promote it when it's more positive, but at the same time, you can throw up whatever you want. It doesn't matter that much. And we had Obama in the lead right there. Awesome sauce. Anybody else getting a little bit laggy in the games? AJ, just out of curiosity, are you experiencing the lag as well? Because I'm definitely experiencing a little bit of lag in the games, and I think based on what I've been seeing is that has been some server side issues, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Grab this replay here in case you don't know what I'm doing. I can copy this replay, and then later on I can hopefully make some YouTube content out of it to be able to shout you guys out for these awesome wins. Depends on your Wi-Fi. Yeah, we got Comcast recently, and I've had Comcast several times in the past, and it always seems like when you get it, it works stupendously for a few weeks or so, and then it slowly starts to get worse and worse until eventually you get fed up and you call them, and then they say, oh, well, if you just pay another $40 a month, you can get our better internet. And it's a scam is what it is. But if I set up my Ethernet cord, I should be able to get some better results out of the delay there. So I will definitely get that done before the next stream, which will be on Saturday morning around 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, just so you guys know. You guys should show the chat in stream. I can totally do that. I might even be able to do that quickly and easily here, since I already have it kind of set up. We got ourselves into top 30 there. Let me take a quick look-see here and just see. I'm going to mute this and bring it to live. Bring it to live. No, don't do that. Play. Go to live. And then when I'm in a game... Hold on. Let me just see if I can just do this super fast here. I'm in the main view. I'm adding... what was it? It'd be a browser. And then I can do YouTube chat. Yeah, okay. And I have it right there. But that's kind of big. Let's do YouTube chat. Roll that down a little bit and maybe put it right above. Put it like right here, I think is a good spot. Hopefully you guys can see that. Because I just added it, it won't show it right away. Oh no, it does. Hopefully right next to my face there is a good spot to have it, but let me know what you guys think. If I should move it into a different position, whatever you guys think is best, we can absolutely do that. Let's go ahead and jump right on into another game. We're going to do a delay check. Okay, so right now I'm in the lobby, and we're not going to do that island. We're going to do... Oh, I see. The delay check is between when you sent that and when you see it. Let's not do this 3-team mountainish range. We're going to wait up for whatever pops up that has 4 or more teams. I always try to aim for one that has 4 or more teams on it, because then we don't get so clustered, except for the game does kind of force us into, oh, wait for it, actually, we have a contest I didn't even notice was coming up. If anybody is new here, just so you know, there's a contest every 15 minutes. At the top of the hour, there's the team game contest at the top of the hour and the half-hour mark, and there's a battle royale game at 15 minutes after and 45 minutes after on the hour. So looks like we caught the contest at the perfect time here. Minecraft guy is 20 to 27 seconds. So I'll try to remember that and keep that in mind, because I'll be curious to know what it will be when I get an Ethernet cord set up. Luckily for me, the box is just outside of my room, but I can't easily set it up right now, so. But also, when I used to stream like 2 years ago, some people were experiencing upwards of a minute of delay. So 30 seconds or less is still pretty good, but after being so spoiled with some, 5-10 second delays, it's a little bit saddening. So I'm going to go ahead and go into the west, around central map area. And we'll see what we can do here. There's 123 players in this map. Be warned. And I'm moving last second just in case I was very handsome. I'm sure that you guys are also just trying to stay as somewhat close. Yeah, of course it was very handsome. Yep, I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. And I moved away at the right time because he was going to try to surround me completely. Sabotage. So hopefully I can see the chat on the live stream there. It's not the best of quality. But that is because I did kind of do it not the best of ways. In order for me to actually set it up with a better quality, I would need to go into some background programming and fix some things up and stuff. So I will keep that in mind for the future, though. Mac Twins, it's an 18-ish second delay for you, which is crazy because you're even further living away than most people, I think, right? Because you're in Australia, right? And then Minecraft guy's in America, I think, right? Here I am, not spending my points. I'm just going to give some points to Turtle here. There's not a whole lot I can do. I can go after Dark OA here. I will in a second. I probably shouldn't have given points to Turtle so preemptively there. But it'll help Turtle out, so that's alright. Got Dune just to the south of us as well. NX Saint and Minecraft guy off to the west. And the guy up to the north of them could use some extra funds if anybody has some. I got a few extra points there for you. Oh, a few extra points. I just gave you 55% of my points, destroying my own economy there. That's okay, though. Don't worry about me. I want you guys to succeed. Especially if I keep getting distracted trying to do all the chatting and everything else. That definitely lowers my ability to play the game well. And I want you guys to be able to win. OG Austria, just above the cluster of very handsomes. Seb J, or J Seb, sorry. Oh, Seb J and J Seb, pretty close to each other. And then going off further to the east, we have Obamna in first place again. And Peruvian Ball, welcome back, brother. And you guys are, we're doing all right now. Now, hopefully, I could pay a little bit more attention and actually contribute to the game a little bit better. Does look like this Mike Ziddick is taking advantage of Very Handsome's weak characters and barreling on through. I had a really poor start there because I was so darn distracted. And I am not going to be able to contribute very much. So, is Obamna still in the lead? Obamna has been taken out. We have no geckos in the lead right now. I am being slowly consumed and eaten up right now, so I'm just going to feed a bunch of points into Turtle here. And as well as Dune. And probably J-Seb on the front lines here. And I am getting taken out right now, so I gave all the rest of my points to J-Seb there. And as it stands right now, Red Team has a majority of the map, but this game's not over yet. Well, though things look bad for Black Team as 15% of the map, and it is not over yet. Minecraft guy says I'm in Cali. Right, I thought so. I was thinking it was Cali, but I also know that Little Gamer is in Cali, so I thought maybe I was mixing that up. And unfortunately, we're getting eaten up pretty hard. Now, this almost always happens whenever we join a contest game because we started off with like 123 people. And so even with us having, 10 people or so, I don't know how many we had for sure off the top of my head. I have a goldfish memory. It's a little bit hard to win these unless we have really skillful players, a whole lot of luck. But otherwise, if we could ever get to a point where we had like 20, 25 geckos in a contest, that could really turn the tide around. And unfortunately, we lose another gecko there. Does look like the guy is holding on just fine, but he is up against a guy who has twice the amount of points that he has. Seb J and J Seb holding off in this corner. All right, for now. On the front lines, they're for the most part able to defend themselves, but will they be able to survive? And oh no, we lost all of the geckos over on the east. We're just down to 4 geckos as far as I know right now. The guy, Turtle, J-Seb, and Seb J. And it does look like... So right now, player 541 is in the lead on blue team, but red team as a whole is in the lead. The blue team leader doesn't have enough money to be able to just barrel through red team at this point, so that's going to be a little bit of a back and forth for them, probably with red team winning the game. But we, as basically the remainder of black team, basically have a little bit of a monopoly in the corner here, except for Porno here. To win these games, we just need to just start giving support to the player with more land from the very beginning, and that's a very fair point. NX Saint, a part of me avoids doing that because I remember a time when I was playing before that was kind of a big controversy of the game, was that people would do boosting, but I think they added some rules since then to make it so that you couldn't really do that. They used to do it so everybody could just join in and immediately start giving points to somebody, and then they could basically just make one guy really big, really strong, really fast. But I think that they made it, if I'm not mistaken, I think you have to wait like a solid minute or some period of time before you can start giving points to your players. So I think you're right, NX Saint. I think that's what we should try to do in the future, especially with these contests. Look at this guy getting frustrated here, just trying to send all these boats in. But no, I think you're right, NX Saint, that if we do another contest in the future, we should. I'll try my best to kind of promote that. Me and Namai were grinding before stream, and we got more than 100 points. Dang, and it really showed, because when we started the game, I forgot to check what our score was right when I started, but after we won our first game, we were already in 33rd place, which is far better than the last streams that we've been doing, because every time that I do a stream, we get ourselves up into like the top, 30s or 20s or whatever like that, and then I don't stream for 2 days, and that's enough for us to fall back down. But you guys have really been grinding it and keeping us up on the leaderboard there. And that also reminds me that Pizza, I wish I remembered to say this while Pizza was still around. I think Pizza is not around right now. Maybe they are. Pizza set up in the Discord the ranking system. So when we win points in the game, you can claim those points in the Discord, and then your points will make you different ranks in our Gecko military. So be sure to utilize gaining those points in the Discord so that we can show off who is gaining all those extra points and keeping our clan alive while I'm not on stream. Maybe you should choose a player Gecko and we all support him. I think that that's a good idea. I think that similar like what you were saying, start giving it to the player with more land from the very beginning. That's kind of what we should watch out for. So the next time that we do a contest, especially, and we can even kind of practice it in our next game here. Maybe we should just kind of practice that in our next game here. Unfortunately, we lost this game, but we'll go ahead and jump on out and get into another game. Why don't we practice that in our next game here? Where basically when we get into a game, we'll, kind of get our started going, get your land going, get us into a decent spot, and then we'll choose a player and we'll try to feed them points and have them carry the game for us. Now we do have this 3-team world, but it is not 4 teams, so we're going to wait for whatever pops up next that has 4 or more teams in it, and then let's do a little bit of team practice here. I'll try to be a little bit more of a leader rather than just kind of willy-nilly. So here we have Middle East. 6 teams. After opening, or not exactly right after opening. So it'll be, we'll get into the game maybe about a minute or so into the game. We can kind of get an idea, and I'll kind of poke around, and we'll see whoever is already in the best position, and we'll just start feeding our points into them for the most part. Don't feed too many points into them. You want to make sure that you can be able to keep yourself alive against any of the upfront bots or players that you have to deal with. And don't be afraid to also eat up the bots around you, of course, to make sure that you can get as big of a land as possible so you can generate as many points as possible to be able to help out whoever we deem is the leader here. So we are in a situation now where it is 2 teams because we have so many of us. Looks like we're black team. I'm going to withhold on where I'm going because Very Handsome is clearly just trying to follow me around. So I've in the past, I've tried to tell you guys where I'm going so that we can kind of coordinate with that, but I think for now we'll just kind of spread out a little bit. And I won't even choose where I'm going. And I'm going to fill up my land here a little bit, and then basically once we get to a point where we're all full, if there's an automatic player of Gecko that's already in the leaderboard, that should just be the default go-to for the most part. We should see where they are on the map. But the leaderboard is specifically tied to how many pixels a player has, not how many points a player has. So that's a great way to be able to keep a check on there. And so I'm already kind of blocked off right now. It's the guy and Dune that are in the lead right now, basically. Let's go ahead and give it to the guy for now. Let's. I'm going to choose the guy right here, pretty much dead center in the map. I'm going to give him points already right there. I'm giving it to him over Dune because he is more surrounded by more red teams. So if you have spare points to give, please give it to the guy. And hopefully he'll be able to kind of carry the game for us here and get us a solid win. I'm also going to come back and start attacking some of these bots here so that I have more to contribute. And we've already pushed the guy right off into the lead there. Got Peruvian ball to the south of me. Not trying to cut you off there, but I'm just trying to get some points in there. And then I'll be feeding some more points into the guy. The Dune is in first place right now, but let's keep feeding the guy for now. But if the guy ever gets blocked off to a point that he can't really be helping anybody out, then we'll switch players and who we're supporting. Sound good? It's a 2-team, don't do that. Well, I just kind of wanted to practice it, you know. Kind of have us working together here. Got some more points for you there. Dune is in trouble right now. I got some points for you, Dune, to help keep you alive there against China. That should hopefully be enough points to keep you alive there. And at this point, too, technically the guy can... We'll see what happens here. He's probably going to... He does have contact still with somebody, so I'm still going to be feeding points mostly to the guy. And we are at 75% of the map, so it would be hard for us to lose at this point. But I'm going to continuously be feeding points into the guy until he can't attack anybody else. Dune is in still a bit of trouble here. He is getting hit pretty hard. I got a couple points there to keep you alive. And I barely paid attention where I was at, but I did not get eliminated, so that's good. And we're at 83% of the map right now. We would have to try to lose now. The guy is still able to carry on to red team here, so if you have spare points, that's who should get them. And we pretty much annihilated everybody with this run here. And it may be that we did this tactic, but it may also be that we just had so many geckos on a 2-team situation. But either way, we definitely got the guy up into a big boost there, and we didn't lose Dune either. I was afraid we were going to lose him. I hope we didn't lose anybody else. Don't forget to throw up a... Where am I at? Don't forget to throw up a emoji for this awesome win that we have here. This gets us 21 points into the game here. That's sweet sauce. I'm just kind of looking around, making sure that's the official victory. That's the official end of the game. And sweet. So let me grab a replay on that. Or replay. Go save that real quickly for another time. Yes, we're good on that. Close, and then let's jump on out, and we'll get right into another game here. It worked. Not saying we do this every time, but we could definitely do this during contest games. And I agree. I don't want to do this every time. I just kind of wanted to try it out for one time. But we should be doing that on contest games to give us the best chance, rather than trying to individually work together. We should be choosing a good leader and, you know, whoever's the biggest, has the most points, all that kind of stuff. And be able to prop them up for a solid win in the contest. I just need to mute my mic here. Hold on. Sorry, I had to clear my throat there. So we're sitting at 30 right now, and that's basically been the theme of the game. We've been sitting in the top 30, and that's all right though. We're having a good fun here. We got a lot of people in here. We'll be able to do better in the future as well. I do want to give you guys a warning that it is getting close to the end of the stream time. We're definitely still going to play another game here. I don't know if everybody's involved on the game here with 13 geckos in it or not. I'm gonna assume that that's mostly very handsome, and I'm gonna not go into that game right there. So we're watching for whatever pops up that has 4 or more teams next in the thing. I'm sorry if I caused that confusion there, but I'm not doing that game right there. We're gonna go ahead and jump on into this 5-team in the island. Hopefully, if anybody got stuck in that game, they'll be able to exit out and get into this one before it starts. And I did that entirely just because I want to make sure that everybody has the opportunity to get into the same game if they want to. I do see a couple geckos going off into the 3-Team America there. Oh, nope, they popped out. Just wanted to let you know. 10 multi-bearers. Well, currently there's 19 people watching the stream right now and 15 geckos in here, so hopefully Very Handsome got stuck off in that game there, and we're in this game now. As long as we have less geckos in the game than people watching the stream, I feel confident that we're fine. Kind of go off into the northwest, east there. I don't know if I started or didn't finish my point there, but we are getting close to the end of the stream. We're definitely going to play this game. Probably play at least one more. But I can't stay on for too long because I have a job. And I have to make sure that I'm all ready for it tomorrow. Gotta do my shower and get food and all that good stuff. Not a gecko, but enjoying the stream. Hey, I'm glad that you're enjoying the stream either way. Glad that you're hanging out here with us. Mr. Carlos, I've seen you in the chat before. Which are you with a different clan, or are you one of the stream snipers with us? I got Gecko 0111100011, maybe more. Binary Gecko. And we got the play on a bad name here in the lead for a second there. I suppose I can give you a little bit of, you know, still a bad name. We all know what it means, man. We all know, you know, but it's a little bit more PG than the real phrase. Working on my way on all these bots. Dropping my attack down, making sure not to do too big of an attack. Carlos, lol, no, just trying to watch the streams to get better. Cool. Well, I apologize that I'm not the best at explaining how to do good at the game. When I used to stream a couple of years ago, I used to stream this game all the time. And there was a player called Green Biscuit, who was one of the best players in the game at the time. I haven't seen him in ages. I don't know if he has even looked at this game in a long time. But he took it upon himself to actually teach me a lot of stuff at one point. And so now, like, I have all of that information in my mind. I just don't know how to properly say it. Oh, no, don't die. Oh, Binary Gecko's out. Bummer. I'm sorry, bro. I would have caught you if I could. So, like, I have, like, a bunch of this information still in my mind on how to do things. I'm just not very good at explaining how it goes. Little Gamer, welcome in. You're catching the butt end of the stream right now, but if you hop on in real quick, we're going to play at least one more game. If you missed that game and you want to play with us, I'll play an extra bonus game just for you. Not this game, the next one. If you missed the next one and you still want to play and you're able to get into one after that, we'll do one bonus one for you since you caught the butt end of the stream here. Oh my gosh, this player 681 is so weak. Look, they must have full sent somebody or something. I kind of cut you off there, Minecraft guy, trying to get the best I can out of that. I can give you some money in a second here. I want to take another look around the map and make sure I'm giving little shout outs to all the other geckos. We got Rooster over here and a bunch of Very Handsomes with Peruvian Ball, Dune, the Guy and Turtle coming back up here, making sure I don't die. No, I'm letting you take all that. You take it all at Minecraft guy. And then looking up here at the very top, we got Seb J hanging out. I feel like I maybe missed some other geckos. No other geckos that I can see anyways. Oh, the Cyclop is in. Welcome in, bro. I didn't see you in the chat if you said anything. Glad that you could make it in a game with us. First time in the stream, just learning the game. Hey, welcome in. I'm glad that you're loving the game so far. I really like this game. It's a simple, fun IO game. If you played any other IO games, that's a similar premise where you try to get as many points as you can, get as big as you can, but it's a little bit more like Risk or, you know, like a geography-based game. Minecraft guy's definitely taken that last guy out at the top here, and the Cyclop has Algeria here all completely blocked off with enough points to take him out. So I'm assuming since you're not taking them out. That you must have a friendship going there. And look at that. Oh, they basically full sent me. Oh, man. That stinks. Hey, but that's a good win right there either way. It all takes the team effort. Even if you lose the game at some point, you know, we still needed your help in the team to be able to achieve this awesome victory. And don't forget to throw up your emojis, everybody, if you want it to appear in a screenshot in the future. I'll be able to grab those later. Yeah, look at all those hearts in there. Sweet sauce. Yes, it's brilliant. I haven't seen that emoji before. Cool, this is sweet. So let's grab us, you know, I always used to do screenshots. I don't need to do that anymore. Let's grab a replay here. I'll be able to do that later. Boom, there we go. We got that in there, and I hope you're ready, little gamer, because we're going to jump into another game here in a second. Hi, Cyclop! What other games would you want to play? So, I really want to play modded Minecraft. But that's kind of more of like a single-player option, because I assume most people in the community probably don't have a beefy gaming computer to be able to play something like that. Another single-player game I might play in the future, it kind of came up tonight. Somebody asked why my account was called Gaming with Gecko, and they brought up Gex, which is a really old game I used to play when I was a kid. And I have an emulator that can play it. 29th rank! So maybe I'll do that. The real problem comes is I think that one thing that makes this community kind of thrive as well as it does is I'm able to, you know, with Territorial, I'm able to play with you guys. Cyclop, you said I'll join the Minecraft server. I want to make a Minecraft server. The problem is that there's a lot of stuff about making a server that I don't understand. I don't know it yet. It would probably be more likely if, like, maybe I found somebody in the future who already knows how to make a server, and maybe I could work with them in some way or another, or maybe finding a public server that has not a lot of people but a lot of space, you know, if that makes sense. I don't know if that would work out or not, but we should go to lobby 2, then free for all. What do you mean by lobby 2? I don't know what you mean by lobby 2. Use a server hoster. So the server hoster is just one aspect of it. So the server hoster will eliminate a lot of the problem of like keeping a server open for 24 hours. And I also don't mind paying a monthly fee. I could afford 20-30 bucks a month to be able to run a server. But then there's a more technical stuff, unless it's just purely vanilla, which would be okay. But I have to make sure that also, like, you know, I would be able to edit the world if I need to, or fix some problems or something. And that's where, like, if somebody who knows what they're doing was involved, would help a lot. You could also use a mod called Essential to host your PC while us being able to easily invite people. I'll check that out at some point. Sorry, I haven't selected a game here, guys. I see two people at the red arena. That one gets really clustered. Let's not do that one. We're sitting in the queue right now looking, and we have a 6-team Northern Europe. Let's go ahead and jump on in there. I missed it. Whoever said it in the chat, what mods do I play with? I haven't played with any mods in a long time ago. I used to play Tekkit as a mod pack years ago, and then also on Feed the Beast there was a mod pack called Infinity. That was my favorite I've ever played. I was looking at mod packs recently, and one of my favorite mod tutorial guys on YouTube named Direwolf20 apparently came out with his own mod pack on Feed the Beast recently, and I think that's what I want to play, but I'm not 100% sure if that's what I'm going to do. I used to host a server, very small though, server with friends. We can talk about that too, because it very was... I mean, it's kind of weird. It's kind of hard to say because, like, you know, if I were to open up a Minecraft server right now, you know, it very likely could just be a few people hanging out. But, you know, if I'm keep making YouTube videos and stuff, it very easily could get over flooded really quickly. So, not like I'd have hundreds or anything like that, but we could get dozens. That's not out of the question, I don't think. Quandangle Dingle. Yo, I'm pretty new. Also, how do I join the clan? So, with joining the clan, I'll just get that out of the way right away. You'll see on my name here that there is brackets and then gecko in between the square brackets. And they have to be square brackets, not the round ones or anything like that. and then that will allow you to be able to play in whichever clan you want. So in this case, it's Gecko. It's not case sensitive, so you can have capitals or lowercase. It doesn't matter. Some tips. So there's all sorts of little tips I can give, but the number one thing that I could give right off the bat is when you're starting a game just like this, make sure that you start off by attacking the empty land before you attack any bots at all. The empty land is free as opposed to attacking any of the bots. It costs more points. It's not exactly free to take the empty land, but it's way cheaper on your points. You want to get as many points as possible, as with most games. And in the top right, you'll see that you have interest. That interest is going to be one of the biggest attributors to how many points you actually obtain, but also the amount of land that you have, of course. But you can see, like right now, we have Kingdom of Gecko, and Kingdom of Gecko, unfortunately, overextended their points. I have 4-5 times as many points as they have. I'm going to give you some points, Kingdom of Gecko, to make sure to help out with your economy there. If you overextend yourself with too many big attacks, you become a big, weak target. Anti-Gecko. Oh, sorry. I see you, Anti-Gecko. I'll go ahead and be friends with you there. I just noticed Anti-Gecko right next to me, and unfortunately, Kingdom of Gecko is very large, but has a smaller number of points there, so looks like Corgi Gobbler is going to take care of that. I would love a Minecraft server, yeah. So yeah, for now anyways, attack open land. Don't overextend your attacks. Make sure you save your points. I'm going to attack you again anyways there, Anti-Gecko. Your name's Anti-Gecko. How could I not attack you? Just being friendly about it. Get low. We're going to go after you next. You're also very big and don't have a whole lot of points, relatively speaking. I would like to, just so you know, in the future, make videos that give tips if I can, but for now, in our Discord, we have a bunch of active people that are very good at giving probably better tips than I can give. If you want to join the Discord, just type in !Discord in the chat without any spaces, and it will give you a invite link for our Discord. You can go ahead and jump on in there. And we do have a channel specifically for helping people out with tips. It's just a chat room right now, but later in the future, hopefully we can make it more of a bulletin board or something like that. But anyways, yeah, for the Minecraft server, I definitely want to do it. There's just a few obstacles that I need to overcome. But it's not outside of the question. Okay, so I see that you did explanation Discord. Did it give you a link? Because I don't see it on my end, but I'm not in the same chat. If it didn't give you a link, let me know and I'll post one in manually. I set it up today, so it should do it, but I haven't actually seen it in action yet. Lots of geckos already going off here. I'm in 0% interest. I'm going to give some points off. Another small tip, your interest rate, if it ever hits 0%, you're not gaining any points, and if you're not growing, you're losing. So it didn't. Okay, that's a bummer. I was really hoping that would work. I'll have to test that out later, maybe in like a test stream, not tonight, but let me get a invite link. That's a bummer too, because somebody else was asking about it. Oops, that's covering up the whole screen there. Somebody else was asking about it, and I don't know. I didn't at least see them say anything about not being able to get the link. So invite people, copy, paste. Boom, there we go. There's a Discord link so that you can go ahead and join into our Discord there, or if anybody else who is not a part of the Discord wants to be a part of it, so that you can keep track of any streaming updates or videos that may come out, or just hang out with other geckos that want to play some Territorial. Going back to Minecraft one last time, I do definitely want to do it. We'll figure it out in the future. And Cyclop, I have a little bit of a surprise for you that I'll tell you personally in Discord after the stream here, regarding Minecraft. Contests give you twice as points as regular games. I forgot about that. You are totally right. I completely forgot about that. Little Gamer, you got in this game, didn't you? I didn't actually do any looking around this time, unfortunately. I always try to shut you guys out. I want to make sure that you got at least one game with us, though. Because I am about to wrap up this stream here. So, Little Gamer, if you're still in the chat and you didn't get into this game, you let me know and we'll play one more just for you. Yeah, Lobby 2. What was the Lobby 2 thing? I don't know what that is, whatever anybody was talking about. Okay, cool. You got to play, Little Gamer. That's great. I'm really glad that you got to play at least one game with us. Oh, Kingdom of Geckos. That's right. That's right. And that's another win right there. Make sure you throw up your emojis. I almost forgot to say that. Make sure you get your emojis out there. Throw mine up. It's not that big of a thing, but we'll throw that up. Or I guess I just sent you a message. It's not a big deal about me. I want you guys in that spotlight there. We'll grab this replay, and I'll be able to get all that stuff later. Boom. Another awesome win here. Asaya Ginter, you know what? You asked for it. Pretty please use the magic word. Let's play one more game. But this will really be the last game because I have to get ready for work tomorrow. So let's play one more game here. And then after this, I gotta go. I gotta get off for the night. But don't fret. We will be streaming around the same time every Tuesday and Thursday. We're in the lobby. We're waiting for whatever pops up that has 4 or more teams next. So not this 3-team one. I'm Dr. Gecko, by the way. Sweet. I'll watch out for you. I'm going to be streaming Territorial on Tuesdays and Thursday nights around 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. It may not always be exactly at 5 p.m. Here we have Asia, 5 teams. It may not always be at 5 p.m. because it's after I get off work. So sometimes I get off work late. But Tuesdays and Thursdays around 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, West Coast time in America, we'll be doing Territorial streams. And then also on Saturday mornings around 10 a.m., maybe earlier. That one's more like if I wake up early or not. Dune says, what do I do for a living? I'm a courier. I'm a business-to-business delivery service. I technically own my own business, and I basically do a lot of shipping for engineers and fabrication and really any business to business. I also do like a lot of like t-shirt shops that are like selling merch to other businesses, or there's like a cookie company that I work with where I make deliveries to local grocery stores. And then I've even done some really cool stuff. Like I once delivered a pump that was specifically designed to pump cow poop. like specifically for cow poop, not just like a pump that they used for cow poop. Like the engineers literally made it so that it could efficiently pump cow poop on a big dairy farm. And then I've also delivered a prototype for, I don't know exactly what it was, but it was a prototype for something that had to do with SpaceX. And that was really cool. I'm in no way involved with SpaceX in any way. It was just going from one fabricator to a different engineer's place or something like that. I love my job very much. It's the best job I've ever had. Minecraft guy, I have class at 5 p.m. or 5 PST on those times. Okay, so that makes sense why sometime... Are you in college, Minecraft guy? You say you have classes at 5 and you're in California, so that just makes me think you're probably in university or college. But that explains why sometimes you jump in a little bit after the stream has started. Taking a quick look-see around the map here. We're already off to a really good start. Minecraft guy and Dune and Unbaked. I don't know what Unbaked something. Got Seb J just to the north of me. Finish up this little bot here. I'm doing 50% attacks on bots. Don't do that. Don't do what I do. I have an Arabic class. Oh, cool. I remember. You were saying that before. You're not in college. Oh, okay. It's like an after-school thing? Or it's just... I'm just curious, because it's not too often that you hear about people going to school that late in the evening. Yes. You're right, Minecraft guy. I will go after player 708 here. No, that's really cool. Do you know any other languages, or is this your first, second language that you're learning? It would be really cool. Oh, he full sent me. That's okay, though. It barely did any damage at the end of it. Don't worry about cutting me off, Minecraft guy. You can get the rest of that if you want. But it would be really cool if you're learning multiple languages. I barely know my own language as it is, honestly. Go after Dorgy here a little bit. Take a little bite out of him. Who's he going after right now? Very handsome. Very handsome can die. I don't care about that guy. Because he's trolling our stream is why. In case you don't know. Most of you know, but... Take another little bitsy bites out of Dorji here. Dr. Gecko, I see you there. Next to a couple very handsomes. Seb J over near Japan. We got Mud Gecko. That's a new one. Welcome in. Gecko, the guy in the lead, all the way over here on the west. Right now, we have 53% of the map, so we're set on to win this game, but don't get too cocky with it, because we've seen plenty of games like this turn around. Mac Twins, which is the Jay and Seb, we know a small bit of German, but not much. I don't know any German, but that's really cool that you know some. If I could learn a language, it would be either German or Finnish. Okay. You can learn a language. You just got to do it. Especially with all of the available information online today. It's always better if you have like a teacher that you can work with, if you have access to a class, but there's a lot of information online. You just got to be able to do it. Minecraft guy, I also know French. I used to live in Canada. Oh, cool. I bet that'll go well in the dating world with the most romantic language in the world. Twins one. Twins one? What? Oh, just one language. Yeah, yep. And I am sitting at almost no points right now because I'm not appropriately playing the game. Let's give some points off to Dr. Gecko. And also Mud Gecko, since they're on the front lines, so that they can carry us the game. And I completely ignored way up here in the northwest. We got Cyclop up there. I say Duolingo is better. Just make sure it doesn't take your family. What? What does that even mean? I'm sure that's French to say where in Canada did you live, but I'm a two Vivias ow Canada. Oops, sorry about hitting the mic there again. Hey, good thing we did one more game here for you. We were able to get another solid win and 44 more points for Gecko. Make sure you throw up those emojis so that I can get them in a handshot, in a screenshot. I don't know why I said a handshot. I saw it very handsome there in my brain. That's another reason why I can't make, like, 4-hour-long streams. After a little while, well, at least in the evenings anyways, my brain starts to shut down. Isaiah, thanks for the last game. No problem. Thanks for hanging out with us. And keep in mind, we'll be streaming Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. So hopefully we'll catch you in another stream and we can get some more games on in here. I think I already got the replay, right? But let me make sure I got it. And we just got to check the very bottom. Oh, it's changing constantly. Okay, well then, just in case, I'll just make a new one. If I have it twice, that's okay. And sweet, we got that. So that's another 44 points for Gecko. Fortress Gecko Europe. The guy who stole the world, I live in Quebec. Gecko, this doesn't work, says Minecraft guy. Yeah, we figured that out earlier. I'll throw it in time. Because the Discord thing isn't working like it was supposed to. And I'll have to test that out later. Not tonight. It'll probably take a little bit of troubleshooting. I'm using all new software, so it'll probably take some a little bit of troubleshooting to make sure that everything works out right. But this is where I got to end the stream, guys. Join the Discord, everybody. If you're not already in the Discord, it's a great place to be able to hang out with other geckos who want to play some Territorial while I'm not streaming, be able to earn points and help get us back up the ranks into the top 10. If we do a Minecraft stream, I'm founding kingdom and conquering the known world. I'm going to make missiles. If you're going to make missiles, that's going to be some modded stuff. I don't know if we'll be able to do that, but if I do a Minecraft server, it'll most likely, it'll most likely be vanilla. Maybe some small plugins, maybe factions. I don't know that for certain. We'll just kind of have to play with it. For the most part, when I do eventually get something like that going, it'll probably just start off as vanilla, just available for everybody to play with, and then we'll kind of evolve from there. All right, Gecko, you said something about talking to me about at the end of the stream. I'll send you a DM in a minute here after I officially end the stream, but I won't forget. No vanilla missiles. Nope. I mean, you could do some interesting things with redstone and arrows and, you know, do some explosives and arrows and stuff like that, but there's some options, but maybe not as interesting as, like, one mod I used to play before. There was nuclear fusion reactors, and you could also make nukes, and they were quite powerful. TNT nuke, you got that right. Good stream, by the way. Sorry I had to join late. Hey, I'm glad you got to join it all. I'm really glad that you were able to be here with us, even if it's just for a little bit at the end. Minecraft guy, I have Bedrock Minecraft. I have both, I think. When I was looking a week or so ago about just doing like a vanilla server, it does appear that it is possible to do cross-platform so that Bedrock and Java can play, which sounds strange to me because they have slightly different snapshots and stuff, but it's apparently possible. So it may be possible to allow people to play, to be able to play, you know, on their consoles and on their computers. Create would be nice, though. It's hard to learn. I'm not sure what you mean by create would be nice unless you're talking about creative in Minecraft. I'm not sure. Bedrock is much harder. I would agree with that. There's a couple more quality of life features in Java Edition. And then also just being able to play on the computer in general is always better in my opinion. Goldstride, have a good night, Gecko. Thanks for popping in. Have a wonderful day tomorrow. Thank you so very much. I will have a great day. Nothing's going to stop me from having a great day. Thank you so much for popping in. Sorry if we didn't get to have you here for the end of the stream, but I appreciate you coming in and saying hi either way. I'm going to switch my screen over here right now to stream ending, which we have a new cool thing here. But I'm not actually walking away from my computer yet. I'd like to go to space. Yeah, that was a cool thing on one of the on Tekkit I used to play. There was a ability to go to the moon. We're planning on making a server with our friends with the create mod and space, and have a plan to nuke everyone else with some friends. Interesting. We'll have to talk about that maybe. If you launch up a little server or something, you know, depending on how it works, maybe we could get in there and have a little bit of fun too. Mod compatibility though. There would be no mod compatibility. Like, you wouldn't be able to play modded Minecraft on Bedrock Edition, as far as I know anyways. At least not like I can on my computer. I don't know if our friends are making it, and it's the first time making one, so probably just us and some other people for now from my school. Sorry. Don't even worry about it. I was just letting you know, like, if you wanted to look at options there. But like I'm talking about, I would like to do something either way. So you have fun with your friends there. Let me know about the fun you have, but maybe eventually we'll have something set up where all the geckos can hang out. The create mod, look it up. I'll look it up. Oh, I don't want to pull it up right now, but I'll look up the create mod. Good night, Gecko. Have a safe day working tomorrow. Thank you so very much. I will, safety first, as I always say, because I am driving all day long, and 50,000 people in America unfortunately die every year from accidents, and most of that is from people being impatient on the road. So I follow the speed limit, and I always drive safe, because I want to get home to play games with you guys. We're using a Starlance mod with Valkyrie Skies and create. Okay, I don't know any of those things. Seb J, I will give you 10 diamonds an hour. Not a bribe. Yo guys, on Saturday we should do Lobby 2 free-for-all games. What is this Lobby 2? Before I go, what is Lobby 2? Maybe you answered it earlier and I missed it. I don't know what you mean by Lobby 2. And by the way, can you change the stream times? The stream times are hard to change because basically, you know, on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I'll get home from work, I'll stream for about 2 hours, and then I have to get ready for work the next day. Saturday, the reason I stream in the morning is because while I'm fresh in the morning, it's easy for me to just, kind of do a stream for a few hours. I don't usually have anything right after it. And then, so if I push it out a little bit further, it's totally cool. Go to settings and change lobby. So for now, unfortunately, the stream times will be the same. Maybe if in the future I start making YouTube money, I can justify working a little bit less at my real job. But that's a far ways off. I need to make a few grand a month to be able to support myself. So, go to settings and change lobby. I'll check that out real fast before I leave. Go to settings and oh, what's a proxied lobby? I've never even noticed that before. When I think of proxied, I think of people being able to talk to each other, but that wouldn't really work in proxied. Maybe proxied lobby is a backup lobby or something. Lobby 2 is mainly for playing with friends. Oh, okay, cool. So that way we could kind of hang out and play a little bit more with each other rather than in the default open lobby. Okay, that's a good one to know. I'll keep that in mind for future streams. I assume that you can still get points in those games as well for our clan. I wonder if it makes it, obviously the more players you have, the more points you get, but or like in total in the game. But I wonder if it makes it a little bit easier to get some points. We could do like a civil war and stuff like that. That would be cool. Okay, well, I am pushing on 8 o'clock right now. I try to go to bed in about an hour and a half, which doesn't leave me a whole lot of time to make dinner and take a shower and wind down before beddy bye. So I need to go. See ya. We got to go work on our holiday bunker. Enjoy your time making that holiday bunker, Seb and Jay, and I will see you guys in another stream. You can get points. Okay. I would be surprised if you couldn't, but I was curious about it. But I am going to end my stream here now. So good night, everybody, or have a good day, depending on wherever you live, the remaining 6 people that are in the stream here. I really appreciate everybody that was here today, and I will be seeing you guys again on Saturday. But I'm not sure if we should be... It's too easy of a win in Lobby 2. That's what I was thinking, is it could be too easy. Well, maybe not too easy. I mean, it's okay if you want to go in there and burn some time getting... But, like, if you're playing against, just 5 other people, you're only going to earn a few points for Gecko, as opposed to if you were in the Lobby 1, you can have a much higher potential of points to win. Good night or day, says Seb J and Mac Twins, which I know that's both of you guys. Later. See you later. It's good night for me, but have a great day, everybody. I will see you guys in the next stream. I'm always bad at saying goodbye, so I'm just going to hit the stop streaming button. Toodaloo.